We have a quick Dynasty question for you, and then we're going to go into the starts of the week. Jerry Jeudy, Drake London, DK Metcalf. Where do you have those players in order of your Dynasty rankings? Comment below what your input of those three players are. And then I'll give you some context on a future video of what maybe my plan is with one of those three players. But we're going to do starts of the week. The first one is Kirk Cousins here. He was quarterback 2 last week. If you look at Kirk Cousins, I mean, he's second in passing yards against the Chargers, who have let up 666 passing yards. They are the worst. And so I think that when you have a Vegas super high over-under, you're going to have a ton of points scored in this game. So you're going to see a lot of starts of the week in this game because I think defense is going to be one of those that is going to be pushed to the side, and you're going to see a lot of scoring, a lot of points put up. And so you got to start as many people as you possibly can when you have these types of games. These games are really safe on finding really good starts of the week. Some of these wide receiver twos we might be talking about, just a kind of a little bit of a spoiler. So starts of the week. Second one is Jared Goff. He might be somebody that is available. I mean, he had a bad week 1. But here's the Jared Goff kind of weird oddity. He is at home averaging 24 points per game in the last year and 2 games. And he's got 15 points per game on the road. And he's at home against the Falcons, which the Falcons just got tortured by Jordan Love. I think that this is a great opportunity for Jared Goff to continue to do well. We have Amon-Ra St. Brown with a little bit of a turf toe potential injury, but still has Reynolds, still has Gibbs through the backfield. I think that is plenty fine. And I'm going to try to get this video out here before the Thursday Night Football game because Purdy is my other flyer. Not flyer, I mean, he's just, you're almost guaranteed 2 touchdowns. A very safe baseline. He's kind of a game manager. He's the Jimmy Garoppolo of types, but when you get yourself 15 points a game, you're not going to lose weeks. You're not going to win weeks with Purdy. And that's kind of the only conundrum here is you're going to be kind of stuck into this high and quarterback 2, but sometimes that's what you need if you have a good rest of your roster. The bomb that you get is when you have a quarterback that comes with 7 points or something like that, which we might talk about a quarterback tomorrow that I have a feeling that might have a really bad week. So running backs, we're going to go Travis Etienne, and the next couple of weeks, we're going to be just talking about running back versus Houston. Houston is the worst. Last year, they were horrible. This year, they're not good. So they went from horrible, the worst, averaging. I mean, they've let up almost 3,000 yards rushing. That's ridiculous. And now they've let up 236 yards and 6 touchdowns so far in 2 games. That's not good. So yeah, Travis Etienne is definitely somebody that I am starting. I think he's going to have a big week here. Raheem Mostert going against Denver. Denver just allowed Brian Robinson, not Bijan, Brian Robinson, the other Robinson, the one that no one talks about. He had the top finish of week 2. And so Denver, we'll see what happens with Denver's defense here, but Raheem Mostert has looked good in Miami, and Miami has I mean, they're not using Devin Etienne. They're not using Ahmed is a little bit banged up here, and Jeff Wilson's still on the IR. So this is a chance. 2 more I want to talk about. Joshua Kelly goes against Minnesota. We know about Minnesota here. So Minnesota horrible against DeAndre Swift. I think Joshua Kelly is a potential start here. I think he is a start. I mean, honestly, I think he's going to have a good game. I could see him with 100 yards and a touchdown here, and that's exactly what you want out of a running back in these desperate running back times. The last one, don't throw up in your mouth. You might want to throw up in your mouth. It is Najae Harris. I do not like this. I do not like this, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and Najae Harris. But he is Las Vegas. Bad defense last year against the run. Bad defense this year against the run. And so Najae Harris, I believe, is a potential start here. And if you don't have Najae Harris, Jaylen Warren is a potential start here as well. Jaylen Warren could be the starting running back. Najae has just looked bad, which has been weird, just weird. Let's go through some wide receivers and tight ends here. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Mike Williams is the start here. So Keenan Allen is already a start, but Mike Williams is going to be the start of the week because I think he's against Minnesota's pass defense. We have seen Minnesota struggle pretty much in every defensive factor here. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. The next one is Jordan Addison. Same reason. You're going to have lots of points scored. Jordan Addison has been on the field a little bit more since week 1, but I think that he's going to slowly take over this KJ Osborne. Now, if this was a bad matchup, let's say he was going against the 49ers or something, I think Jordan Addison would be a sit. But since he plays the Chargers, who are horrible against the pass, I think that Jordan Addison is a start here. And the next one is the Houston Texans, which I think will continue to pass the ball a ton against the Jaguars. Nico Collins, Tank Dell, both potential starts here. So don't sleep on these 2 players. I saw Nico Collins get, he who started against me last week. Tank Dell is a nice little sneaky pickup here. I think he is actually going to be the better wide receiver, especially for PPR leagues, longer term, because Tank Dell and CJ Stroud have seemed to have this connection coming through the draft here together. And then tight end, Sam Laporta versus Atlanta. He's had 80% snaps. He's had 5 targets. You're talking about against Atlanta, who has seemed to struggle playing defense and has struggled against tight ends in the past too, but Sam Laporta has seemed to be very consistent here. And the next one, and another throw up in your mouth. Sometimes you have to start people that you want to just throw up. And I saw this player play. He's playing against me in 2 leagues, and it's kind of frustrating. So I kind of hope this doesn't happen, but it is Kyle Pitts. And let me say why. Okay, before you just shut this off and say, I don't want to listen to you. 175 yards in 2 games that Detroit has let up against tight ends. The tight ends that they have faced have been the Kelsey-less Kansas City Chiefs, and they have faced Seattle, which have Noah Fant. Kyle Pitts is much better than any of those tight ends. He's better than Noah Gray. He's better than Noah Fant. The tight ends that they have faced have been very bad. And so if Kyle Pitts gets you 70 yards, 65, 70 yards, which is easily in the realm of possibility, Kyle Pitts is going to be the start of the week. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be 4 catches for 65 yards. He's going to get you 10.5 points, 8.5 points. You're going to live on. And so that is going to be my disgusting start of the week. All right, we're going to do sits tomorrow. Peace out. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.